Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Unfortunately, my other intro got deleted, but anyways, today we're going to be working on the 19 Silverado new body style, and we're going to be doing some GM Upfitter switches. The reason for making this video is there's not a lot of videos out there of how to take the dash apart, how to install the wiring and all the harnesses and all the Fusebox. So I'm gonna be doing that in this video, and I'll have parts to it just so it doesn't run too long. So I'll show you guys the parts and I'll show you guys how it's done. So I have all the parts laid out. This is what all you'll need. Obviously the switch, the knee bolster with the hole, the Fusebox kit, terminals, and the battery cable. I'll have all the part numbers in the description for you guys. First thing you want to do is pop this cover off. Tab there, tab there. It just lifts up. So I have this wire running across. You guys won't have. This just powers the amp that I have in the truck. So for this part, guys, you'll need the terminal kits that you guys got, and I'll show you guys where each one goes. So first thing you do is get the studs, and they just literally slide on, and then there's a clip that locks them in. Just like that. And then here's another one. So in this part, you guys are going to need to grab your fuses. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Put the 60 amp in the smaller studs and the 200 amp on the bigger studs, but for me I won't be using it just because I don't run a snowplow or anything that big of an amp. So instead I'm going to just take it out, take that stud out, and use it as my power for my amp. So I'm going to go ahead and connect that amp wire to that stud, and then now we put our plate across all of them. There's this plate, goes right over like this. So what you want to do is grab those 10 mil nuts and a 13 mil nut, and you just want to tighten them up and snug them up, make sure they're nice and tight. Now that we got our plate tightened down and all the terminals, we're ready for our power wire going to the interior. So what you need to do is take these 4 push pins, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And if you guys don't have a panel popper like me, side cutters work really good as well. And the way these pins work is you gotta move that piece up, which I can't do right now, but yeah, once you get that piece out, it releases the bottom piece here, and then you should be able to just pop it out. So now once you get those out, you grab your battery cable, and it's gonna have these little tab holes and you're gonna place those where you took your push pins from. My cable is gonna look a little different, just because I went ahead and added black loom to it. I don't know if you guys noticed earlier, I had the silver heat shield. I'm not too worried just because it's a little further away from the engine than another vehicle, so just to give it that clean look. Dropped one of the pins down the engine bay, so I'm gonna have to find that later. But once you get that done, this wire has to go through the firewall and inside. And to do that, there's this there's that rubber piece back there that got right there. So you guys are gonna have to cut that open and then feed the wire through. I find the best way to cut rubber grommets is a fresh blade. Go ahead and just slice the little nipple off of it. So, I don't know if you guys can see that, but the way I cut mine is I'm just gonna do it halfway, oops, halfway, and then just feed the water through. So you feed it through a little bit and then just pull it from the other side. So as of right now, guys, that's it for the underhood install. So far, it's not too complicated. It's pretty straightforward. But this next part to the install is going to be super important, just because we're going to be taking a dash apart and there's going to be multiple pieces to take out. So stay tuned for that video. But that'll be it for this video. Like if you guys are planning on doing this to your GM trucks. Comment if you learned anything new. And please subscribe to part 2.